So yeah, I've been for McMurray for 2 weeks now, and I'm responsible for psychological first aid with Safety and Wellbeing. So we're a team of 8 people looking after all the evacuees to make sure that they're doing all right and they can hang on the process of returning home.
It was just so beautiful to see the people coming together, but also you can see that they're heartbroken, that they lost everything. You can just see their face when they see their neighborhood and the devastation in their eyes. And because I talked to some of them and they were just like, I've lost everything. This was my home, this was my business, this is where I've spent the last 15 years of my life. So it's super hard to see people in this position, but I was glad I was there, and we distributed the materials that they needed to be able to go to the site in a safe way and protect themselves. So, but it was intense. How was it for you?
There was 2 neighbors that were close to each other. They had the same driveway, right? And their home was still standing, but had a lot of damage. And you know, they were pretty upset with what was going on. But they were working together, you know, they were helping each other move the things out and try to get the things in order. So I just thought with them, you know, have a little chat, and they were still doing good. And what I did, Alberta Mental Health got those, they got those little cards with messages on it, like that's a deck playing card. And so I just asked them, well, you know, you guys seem to be doing all right. I mean, you know how to help yourselves, and why don't you just take a card? And those cards have, you know, messages on it.
They have little tips.
Yeah, little tips. And it turned out that the card that they picked actually was saying, you got to keep in touch with your neighbor. And if you work together, you're going to go through it. And that was exactly what they were doing. And so they just looked at the card and they just give themselves a big hug. And yeah, we just linked people together. That was a pretty emotional moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, wow.